Well, good evening again, and welcome to the 2012fad.com. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Charlie Bluehawk. Last night we chatted about who are the masters, the elite, the Queen of England, the richest and most powerful woman in the world, and her pal, Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands. They're both from very ancient ruling families straight out of Babylon via Egypt, Israel, and then Scotland. Tonight I thought we would cover the idea of the sole survivor. And if you are the sole survivor of the event, why are you bothering? The truth is, more than just 25 people survived the last event. Those 25 people that we, you, me, all of us, that are alive today on the surface of this planet are descended from. Many, many thousands of people did then exactly what we are talking about now. Forming a group, creating a colony, a village, gathering money, turning that money into real things, livestock, plants, seeds, building materials, books, tools, toys, games, hiring craftsmen, and building a sustainable organic community in a cave in the mountains, and then frankly just closing the door and waiting until the fireworks are over. Those small colonies of people, many are still around and doing very nicely. Thank you very much. Again, it's one of those, it's a fact, we all know it, we just never talk about it kind of things. I use again the United States, since that's my home country, as an example. There is a huge mountain, I think it's an extinct volcano called Mount Shasta. It's in Northern California. And it has long been known by all the locals that there is a huge underground city in there, filled with just plain folk, just like us, but not us. After the event, they decided to stay underground. They never came back to the surface, which I can certainly see why. It seems that they are all vegetarians and they grow specialized plants with fruits that actually replace meat in their diet. Of course, that would help me out a lot personally, as I'm unfortunately a devout carnivore, and my body actually just starts getting sick without real meat in my meals. So it sounds like, from their point of view, that was a lot of really good planning. I've actually never talked about this before, but I myself encountered the underground civilization that exists in the mountain range directly above Los Angeles in California, at oddly enough the 5,000-foot elevation level. I was at an outdoor wedding of some people I know who are yoga enthusiasts, and so they were quite naturally having their wedding out in the forest. Now, all during the wedding, I could hear and I could feel the vibrations in the mountain under our feet. I could feel the rock vibrating, and I had that feeling you get when you just know someone's watching you. I didn't talk to anybody about it because even then I knew it was a waste of time. Later on the drive home, just slightly after dark, I encountered, it was a vehicle on the road that was like nothing I had ever seen. It was coming towards me up the mountain, and I could see it because, as if you've ever driven on a mountain, lots of hairpin curves up and down the side of the mountain, so you could see quite a long ways down, and I could see it coming. And even from a distance, it was creepy. For some reason, I knew it was absolutely silent. Even miles away, I could see it, and I knew it was absolutely silent. And it moved over and around those hairpin turns, like it was a magnet stuck to the pavement. It took those hairpin turns at frightening speeds, and never once tilted, never once swerved. It glided over the pavement. And it was really, really moving fast. Now, I'm a reckless driver. I speed, I drive on sidewalks, I grew up in Hollywood. But the speed and the skill and the sheer power of the vehicle I saw as it was coming towards me up the hill that passed me like an arrow was like nothing I'd ever seen. It moved past me so fast I couldn't see it and never made a sound. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it had just snowed, which of course would make matters much, much worse. So in a word, what I saw was physically impossible by the science and by the technology that I know. So let's say that you have decided for whatever reason that you're going to survive the event and you're going to do it alone. You're a monk or something. You hike up into the mountains. You find a cave. You pack it with all the supplies that you can think of or that you can afford, and then you wait. You wait alone and are completely alone when the world flips. You are alone when you watch the wave pass below you. You're alone when you realize or are terrified to think that maybe you are not high enough up in that mountain to be swept away after all. You are alone as the planetary lightning strikes just outside your cave door for years. You are alone as you see the world reset. And you are alone when the world starts up again. My question at that point is, why? Why bother to survive just to be alone? Do you think those other civilizations are going to come to your rescue, invite you home to meet the folks, date their daughter? They have never done that before. They come out, they visit us. It's like, us going to the zoo. They look at the monkeys that should be in cages, they take some pictures, they leave. Because to them, we are what we are, savages. We're cruel, we're thoughtless, we're dangerous, and we're stupid. Not someone I want my daughter dating. They will do what all scientists do on the nature documentaries we make. They will observe the animal in its natural environment, and they will allow it to die when it injures itself. And then they will videotape the entire event because it'll be educational for the children back home. So, if you decide to go it alone, good for you. I wish you the best. Just to let you know, FYI, we will not take you in after the fact either. Why? It's really simple. Because you did not contribute to the community. You did nothing to help build the village. You did not work for the mutual good of us all. Because we will sacrifice everything, and you will sacrifice nothing. All you did was think about yourself. So to you, our door will be closed. Because you only cared about yourself. And that is the blunt truth of the matter. But again, we have a plan. So anyway, for all of us here at the 2012fad.com, this is Charlie Bluehawk, wishing you a really good day and reminding you all to keep a really good thought.